Hello and welcome once again to Good Frickin' Cookin' with your host, Ryan Frick. Today we're going to make chicken and cheesy dumplings. Now I found this recipe online and thought, wow, what a nice twist to the usual chicken and dumplings. I made this one time and you know what? It came out really nice. I think you're really going to love it, so why don't we just dive right in? So the first order of business is to make our dumplings. Go ahead and get yourself a medium-sized bowl and put in your ricotta cheese, your Parmesan cheese, a half cup plus 2 tablespoons of flour, a beaten egg, your nutmeg, and your salt. Now don't worry, all the ingredients are on my blog, so don't worry about that. Just go ahead and visit my blog for the whole recipe. Then go ahead and mix it all up with your spatula at first, but you'll end up using your hands like I'm doing here. Then form it into a ball. It will be really soft. Form it into a ball, put it in cellophane wrap, and put it in your fridge for at least a couple of hours and up to a day. Now once your dough is chilled, go ahead and bring it out. Take it out of its cellophane. Go ahead and chop that ball up into quarters and then flour up your work surface, and 1/4 at a time roll it out into a log about a 1/2 inch or so thick, and then take it and chop that log into about 1/2 inch pieces. Go ahead and give it one more little dusting of flour and then reserve into a bowl or a 1/2 sheet pan lined with parchment paper. So now it's time to make our stew. In a big pot, bring your chicken broth to a boil and then add in your chicken thighs. And you want to cook those till they're all the way done, probably 20-30 minutes. Mine were still kind of half frozen from the freezer, so I took about 45 minutes. While they're cooking, we'll prep our veggies. Now this is pretty straightforward, but I'm going to show you this trick with the leeks if you're not used to working with them. Chop off both ends, slice it down the middle lengthwise, and then into about 1/2 inch size pieces crossways. Then put them in a colander and give them a rinse in your sink. Now you'll want to do this because leeks are grown in sandy soil, and if you don't rinse them out, you're going to have grit, and that is not good eats. Then go ahead and chop up your 2 stalks of celery and peel and chop your carrots and parsnips. Now once your chicken is done, go ahead and transfer it over to a cutting board and let that cool down enough where you can handle it. Now take a spoon and skim off as much of the fat as you can off the top of your broth and transfer that into a little pot. Then go ahead and bring your broth back up to a boil, add your wine in, and let that reduce uncovered for a good 15-20 minutes. Now while your broth is reducing, go ahead in that little pot with your fat in there and add in a few tablespoons of butter. Let that melt down and then add in about 6 tablespoons of flour. Now stir that around until they're combined. Back your heat off down to low and then cook that for a few, maybe 4 or 5 minutes, just until the starchy taste of the flour is out. So while those two things are going on, go to your cutting board and remove all the skin from your chicken, cut the meat away from the bone, get rid of any other inedible parts there, and cut your chicken down into bite-sized pieces. So by now your broth and roux should both be ready, so go ahead and add your roux into your broth, give that a good stir, and then add in your vegetables, and you want to cook them probably 10, maybe 15 minutes. Check a parsnip or a carrot to make sure they're soft. So once your veggies are done, all you do is add your chicken back in, your parsley, your chives, and your cream. Stir that up. Take a little taste and adjust for seasoning, and then you add in your dumplings. Cook for about 2-3 minutes more, and that's it. You're done. To serve, just go ahead and ladle some in a bowl and top with fresh chopped parsley. Now this stuff tasted great. I'm telling you, all the veggies and chicken came together. The gravy was just thick enough, and the wine added a beautiful flavor to it. And the cheesy dumplings were a little soft, I admit, but the taste was great. They're well worth it. Now, if you don't want to use the cheesy dumplings, don't worry about it. Leave that part out, make the stew, and then just use your favorite dumplings with your favorite self-rising flour. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed making it. Until next time, this is Ryan Frick with Good Frickin' Cookin'. Catch you later.